Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'm going to be showing you how to read the tape rules. So I'm going to be teaching you how to properly read out the measurements that you take using your measuring tape, and I'm going to teach you on both the inches and the centimeters side. However, today we'll be focusing on how to take measurements using the inches and centimeters side rather. So basically most tape rules come having the inches and the centimeters side. Like this one I have right here, as you can see, this is it in inches, and this one goes up to 60 inches. It's written all the way here, it's written right here rather, and it goes all the way to 60 inches. However, I'm aware that some tape rules go up to 120 inches. This one has a centimeter side on the reverse side, and this is what the centimeter side goes up to, looks like rather, and this centimeter side goes up to 150 centimeters. So basically this is what you have on this kind of tape rule. However, there are other types of tape rules that you have, like this one right here, and this is all centimeters. It goes up to 150 centimeters, but it has centimeters on both sides. So whether you're using the white side or the yellow side, it's got centimeters all the way through. So this has no inches. Measuring tape now, so I'm going to go ahead and then work from like 5 to 6 inches so that you can see what I'm talking about. So what you want to do is between every inch that you have 8 holes. So you've got hole 1 right here, hole 2, hole 3, hole 4, hole 5, hole 6, hole 7, hole 8. So that's 8 holes within every inch that you have. And if you check any other place, it's the same thing. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so what I've gone ahead to do is I've gone to draft that on the paper. So I have my paper right here, and I'm just going to put my measuring tape aside so that you can see clearly. I've gone ahead to draft whatever it is that I have on measuring tape onto my paper. On the paper, we'll be starting from 0, and then we go up to 1 inch, and then it goes up to 2 inches, as you can see here. So I've gone ahead to draft 8 holes. So I'm going to go ahead and write the number the holes. So we've got the first one, this is the hole 1. We've got hole 2, hole 3, hole 4, hole 5, hole 6, hole 7, hole 8. So that's 1. So between 1 and 2 inches as well, we've got the same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so next thing to do is to explain what each of these points stand for. The easiest way to do that, guys, is going to involve some form of mathematics. However, don't be worried, don't be scared. It's not anything that you can't handle. So let's go ahead and do that. So the first thing you want to know is, since we have 1 inch and within every inch we have 8 holes on the measuring tape, you want to go ahead and do 1, right? So that's 1, and you want to divide 1 by 8, and this should give you 0.125. This shows us that every hole is 0.125. okay, that's what this shows us. So we're going to go ahead and use this knowledge to find out what these holes stand for. So if we're going from 0, the first hole is 0.125, meaning that here, this one here, we have 0.125. okay, now we're in hole 2. What you want to do to find out hole 2 is you want to do 2 times 0.125, and this gives us 0.25, right? That gives us 0.25. So I'm going to go ahead and write that on this longer one. You see that this is short and this is slightly longer. That's exactly how it is on the measuring tape. If you look at it, the first point is short, this is slightly longer, and then this one in the middle is the longest. So we're going to go ahead and put that there. So we're going to have 0.25. To find this third point, you want to do the same thing. You want to do 3 times 0.125, and that should give you 0.375. That should give you 0.375. Yep. So we're going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to write line 0.375 here. Now most of us know what this one stands for, and that one again on my measuring tape is this point. most of us know what this point stands for, which is here, and that stands for 0.5, which is half an inch. And when you do the 4, so because it's whole 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, once you do 4 by 0.125, you see that it literally gives us 0.5. Okay, so guys, we're going to continue the math in this fashion, and the next one wants to get the fifth whole, wants to do 5 by 0.125, and we have 0.625. 0.625. Okay, we want to do the next one, that's whole 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to do 6 now. So you want to go ahead and do 6 by 0.125, and that gives you 0.75 of an inch. So you have 0.75, right? And the next one you want to do is the 7th one, and you have 7 by 0.125, and that gives you 0.875. Actually 825 if I remember correctly. Actually 875. Yeah, 875, guys, I was right the first time. 875, right? That gives you 0.875. So go ahead and write 0.875 right here. And the next one we want to do 8 by 0.125, and that gives us 1. So we have our 1 inch mark here. Okay, so we have that. Now that we have all these points, guys, these points, automatically we can say that this is a 1/4 of an inch, this is 1/2 of an inch, and this is 3/4 of an inch. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and show you on the measuring tape as well, so that you don't get confused. So like I said earlier, I'm going to use somewhere that's really clean I haven't used. So we have 9 to 10 inches. That's what we're focusing on today. Okay, this first point here that I've shaded is going to be 0.125. Okay, this second one here is going to be 2 times 0.125, and this gives us 0.25. We have here 0.375, we have here 0.5, which is half, and we've got here 0.625, we've got here, which is 3/4, 0.75, we've got here 0.875, and we've got here 1 inch. So basically this would be 9.125, 9.25, 9.375, 9.5, 9.625, 9.75, 9.875, and this will be 10 inches. Guys, it's really easy, however it will take some practice. However, what I want you to know is that the progression is 0.125. This figure is the progression within each of the spaces. So you have this. Once you get, now that I've covered the bases here, we're going to repeat the same thing here. So now that we have 1, we're going to go ahead and write the points out. So if we have 1 inch here, we should have 1.125, right? We should have 1.25, which is 1/1/4, or 1/1/4 of an inch. Here we should have 1.375. Here we should have 1.5, or 1.5 of an inch. Here we should have 1.625. Here we should have 1.75. Here we should have 1.875. Yeah, 1.75, or 1/3/4 of an inch. And here we have our 2 inches mark. Guys, I hope I've been able to explain thoroughly how to do that, and now you understand the measuring tape and you can read it. So basically, with some practice, all you need to do is just be able to read, and then now you can see 13.125, 13.25, 13.375, 13.5, 13.625, 13.75, 13.875, and then you have 14. All right, guys, so let's move on to converting from inches to centimeters and centimeters to inches. So to learn how to convert from centimeters to inches, the first important thing you need to note is that 2.5 centimeters equals to 1 inch. So to convert from inches to centimeters, you need to convert whatever you have, or you need to multiply rather. You need to multiply whatever you have by 2.5 centimeters. So for instance, if I was going to convert 4 inches to centimeters, I would do 4 times 2.5, and that will give me 10 centimeters. Okay, so if I was going to do 20 inches, for instance, if I was going to do 20 inches to centimeter, all I have to do is do 20 times 2.5 centimeter, and that gives me 50 centimeters. Okay, I hope that makes sense. So if you want to convert any figure from inches to centimeters, you need to multiply by 2.5 centimeters. So I'm going to take a more random figure, something like 39. So let's do 39 inches to centimeters. You want to grab your calculator. I've got my calculator here, and what I just do is I just do 39 inches like that by 2.5, and that gives me 97.5 centimeters. So I've gone ahead to do 39 by 2.5 centimeters, and that gives me 97.5 centimeters. However, to convert from centimeters to inches, you want to divide by 2.5 centimeters, by 2.5, right? You want to divide by 2.5. So if you had, for instance, you had 8 centimeters to convert to inches, what you want to do is do 8 divided by 2.5, and that will give you what you want in inches. So by the time I do the maths for that, I have 8 divided by 2.5, and then that gives me 3.2 inches. Okay, if I was going to do, say for instance, 150 centimeter to inches, guys, this is inches. All I have to do is 150 cm divided by 2.5, and that will give me 60 inches. Okay, and one more explanation. If I was going to do 106 centimeters to inches, all I have to do is 106 and I divide it by 2.5, and that gives me my figure that I need. That gives me 42.4 inches. So guys, I hope you understand it. I'm just going to do a recap, and the recap is to convert from 2.5 centimeters. 2.5 centimeters equals to or makes 1 inch. To convert from inches to centimeters, you need to multiply whatever value you have by 2.5. And then to convert from centimeter to inches, you need to divide whatever value by 2.5. It might help to write this down somewhere and then visit it from time to time. Later on, you'll get me as a pattern drafter. I prefer to work in centimeters because I find that it's easier, and because it's a smaller value in comparison to inches, it helps me to be more accurate, and then there's less need for approximating. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to share. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't, and don't forget to follow me on social media. Also, if you'd like to request anything, any special tutorial, anything, let me know in the comments below and I'll see if I can try it out. Thank you so much for supporting me, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. See you in my next one. Bye.